Hi there, and welcome to Tuesday Talk. Here we are again. I'm a little bit under the weather tonight, so I'm not going to keep you all night tonight, but we have a short and sweet project. It's something that I've been wanting to do, and we're going to do a dupe of Anthropologie piece. But if you're new here, I'm streaming live. I go on StreamYard, which I stream on my Facebook Statement Designs page and on my Tuesday Talk YouTube channel. So what we're doing tonight, I'm going to show you a little picture of the item that we are trying to dupe. And it is this from Anthropologie. I don't see it. Do you see it? Wonder where it is. Huh. Okay. I see it real tiny up in the corner, but it doesn't want to display. Rename, copy the board, show, and hide. Show. Okay, so when I show it, it's way up here in the corner. Do you guys see that at all? If you see it, let me know. And if you're just coming on, I always appreciate when you tell me you can hear me and you don't see it yet. Hi, Gretchen. How are you? Yeah, that's weird. I see it like way up here in the corner, and that is not good because I wanted to show you this picture. Anywho, oh, you can see that and you can hear me. Okay. I see there's like a thing that says minimize. Oh, what did we do there? Okay, let me go back to me and try this again. Oh boy. Okay, well, so you can't really see it then, I take it, in the corner. That's really weird. Okay, so I don't know what to do about that. Except I guess quit fretting about it. It looks like both camera views, no worries. Okay, well, I'll just carry on. But anyway, anytime that we can dupe something from Anthropologie, it's cool, right? Okay, so I'm also trying something different tonight with my screen, as you may have already seen when I was clicking around. I have it way up high because this is a big project. So I'm going to put it down for a second and just kind of show you what we're working with. So this big canvas, I'll tell you what I did to it. I also had, which I doubt this is going to work if that didn't work, but maybe it will. Yeah, it's still real tiny as well. I'm not having very good luck with this. My apologies. Okay, anyway, we're going to take this canvas, and I cut these two pieces of board. This is lath from Lowe's, and we're going to put it up at the top of this canvas, and I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. But that's going to be our top, and then the bottom is hemmed. So I'll show you how I prepared the canvas, and we're going to set these aside for now. But I have this saw here just to show you. I was going to show you these miter shears, but these pieces of lath are a little bit too much for this. So I started it with the miter shears, which these are great. Basically, you just put it in there at whatever angle, and they usually just do the job. But this is a 1/4 inch thick. So I had to start it with that, and then I finished it with my saw here. So I'm going to put that aside. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, So let me go back to the other camera here, and then I'm going to hold this up. So I have the top of it unhemmed because that's going to go in between those two pieces of board. I'm going to lay it back down and show you what I've done so far on here. So I cut the piece of canvas, and I so wish you could see that picture that I'm trying to show you. You know what? Placement. Let me see something here. Still not working. Okay. Never mind. But anyway, this picture was to show you what I did was, so one side was finished, and then the other side, I cut it an extra inch, and then I folded it twice. I folded it a half an inch twice. So that way you could see. Hey, Dor. And hey, Craig, Carrie and Craig. I'm having trouble seeing. So anyway, I folded that under. The other edge was finished. So the one that's in the teeny tiny picture that you can't see is huge. It covers a whole wall. So this is our scaled down version. So besides doing that gluing, I just used Aleene's tacky glue, and I used some clothespins to just hold it until it dried. And then I used Dixie Belle's Antebellum Blue, and I just put a coat of paint on here. Now you can see that it's not a solid coat, and it looks kind of distressed. And that's what I'm going for, because the original, our inspiration picture, looks kind of distressed too. Now it feels sort of rough, so I'm going to take this sanding finger sander and just go over it. And just making it a little bit softer. So our dupe, you could see on theirs that theirs looks hand painted. Well, I'm not going that route. I'm going with a transfer. I thought about all kinds of different options. One being paint inlay. But the scale that I want from these flowers, I have these great big flower transfers, and I thought they would be perfect for this. So did that. Now I'm going to pull these transfers up so you can see them. And I really, really wish that I could show you that picture. So Dar, we're going to have to watch tomorrow night, or, when Crystal's showing pictures. The media assets are kind of super small and up in the corner. So I'm not exactly sure what to do about it, but okay. So I have this pulled just to get leaves and greenery. So these are super big flowers, and their flowers were all white, but I have some white flowers. I have this one, and this came from a different set. I can't even remember what the name of this set is, but I know there's some white flowers here amongst these. But they're great, big, gorgeous flowers. And I know I have a white one somewhere. Here's some white ones. If I start coughing, just forgive me. I haven't been talking all that much over the last couple of days. I've been trying to rest. Okay, so that, I could have sworn I had a whole sheet of flowers. Just that one. Okay. All right. There they are. Okay. And again, it looks like I'm lagging. There it is. So here's our big white flowers. So I'm going to start cutting out some flowers and then start arranging them. So we're going to put them on this canvas, and then we're going to seal it in. So, hope everybody's doing well this evening. I hope you're avoiding the, sickness that goes around. I hate like when it's spring and summer and you have a darn cold. So I'm not enjoying it, obviously. You don't mind it as much in the winter because you're in more and you almost expect it, but not this time of year. I'm ready for some outdoor activity. Ready to go plant shopping. We're getting a banister put on because for those of you that know, I took a little fall this winter, so that'll be nice. I'm watching landscape, but commenting on the vertical with everyone else. Okay. You're so tricky. All right, so I'm just kind of setting some things aside here. This great big flower. I don't know how much room we'll have for them, but, I'd prefer them to be all white if we can. I think I like that look, but, we can do whatever we want. So if we want to use a red flower too, we can do it. I think I pulled these stems and everything from a different pack. They were from the Painterly roses or Painterly florals. So they're not quite the same. They look like they were painted. So they might not work with this, but we'll see. All right. Wow, that is a giant flower. Okay, so I think we're gonna work with the white ones. So I'm gonna set these ones aside. And then I also had this one, not for the flower, but for the stem, because I thought that was good. So I'm gonna get some of these red ones out of the way. They're gorgeous though. I forget what set that one is. It's an older one. Okay, so these are these Painterly florals. And the stem it's good size-wise, but I do think that it has a different look. It has more of a painted look. But I don't think for the stem it makes a whole lot of difference. So we'll see. I'm going to set this aside for the moment. So these red ones. And let's start laying out our design. Let me get this. We might use some of this graphic here just because I think that would be cool. Except it has lavender on it. And I'm kind of going for the white rose look. So I guess if we're going to do a dupe, we should do it like they did it as much as possible. So I forget how much the Anthropologie one cost, but as you can imagine, it was huge. Like I said, it was covered a whole wall. So it was gigantic. So it was super expensive. Okay. That bee might be cute to put in there. Let's get rid of that. All right. So maybe I don't even want to use this, but the original had like kind of coming up out of the middle, but then the flowers seem to be centered. See, the leaves are such a different color. I don't think that's going to work for me. Let me try one of these other stems, and then there's other leaves that go with it. Okay, I guess I got rid of the stem. I know I had one here. Oh, here it is. Okay, it came off the backing. So I'm just gonna lay it out that way we can see. So then that way maybe we can pull up another stem up here. Because once we get once we get a couple of these flowers, then we can just kind of add on up here, and it would make sense that they didn't have stems because they were kind of invisible. That makes sense? Okay, and then we'll try to do some greenery over here. So let me get another stem cut. And then we'll do some leaves and stuff after we get the flowers established. So, when you get transfer sets, if you don't use all of them, just, have a big basket, or something that you keep them in. And then, when you're ready for them, they're there. Okay. So, of course, the invisible transfer stick that I had here is now invisible. So let me find one. I swear, every time I think I'm ready for action, something happens. So, what the heck is it? Because I need that. I'm going to need that. All right, let me go grab my stick. Be right back. And as soon as I get another one, I'll find it, I'm sure. Yeah, just dumped a couple of them on the floor, so. It's a precarious operation because I have to limbo some wires. Okay, so we've got a stick. And let's really hope that this will adhere. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. It's going to be a little more difficult just because we're working on fabric. It's coming off. You guys can see okay? Okay, I'm going to move it up for you portrait folks. I really had to clear the decks today. I have been having so much fun working with clay and doing little trinket dishes and jewelry. Oh my gosh, I sneak down here in my creative cave every chance I get. And, yesterday I didn't feel at all like doing anything. So I pretty much lived in my pajamas. And, when I have a cold, I take NyQuil. And it really does help me sleep. But then I get like the NyQuil hangover, then I can't wake up the next day. I probably shouldn't carry that down that far. So let's, okay, so we've got a good stem here. We can always get rid of that. If you click on the other thumbnail, you can watch on landscape. On the other thumbnail. You mean like if I click on my landscape? Oh, no, that got rid of it. Oh, for you, maybe. Thank you. I am too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this flower on. This is the biggest one. I might want to just set it here a minute and kind of look at this other stem just before I do that. I think that'll work. I'm starting in the middle for no particular reason, but just kind of wanting to get it down. I'm hoping to see that little section I get 2 notifications that you're live. One is portrait and one is landscape. Not sure why. That started 2 to 3 weeks ago. That is the way it is now in StreamYard. Whenever they recommend that you stream in portrait and landscape for YouTube. And so we've been doing that for, our Lip and Bunch show, and I started doing it here for Tuesday Talk. It gives you more views. It's because it's basically more people are watching on their phone, essentially, or tablets. They're watching in that view. So that's why, and it has been getting us more views. So that's so it does show up as 2 broadcasts. This is a big transfer, and it's going to take a minute. So what I thought was going to be a maybe 15-minute project, we might take the whole hour tonight. Anyway, the weather's beautiful. Looks like it might rain on Easter. If we get done in time, I do have a bonus project, which is another little banner, and it's a Easter egg hunt. It's a decoupage one. I can see the benefit for different devices. I guess I just wish it would tell me which is which. The more choice is wonderful. More views is wonderful. Yes. My contact lenses, they're not good. I think I need I need another exam. Things are changing. What can I say? I'm getting old. Portrait mode shows a little phone just beyond the title. Yeah. But I'm really bumming about these media assets that I wanted to show you, because they're not letting me show you in full screen. I have to take a quick water break so I don't cough. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's see. This isn't like a slick surface at all. Obviously, it's very porous. So have to work this transfer. It's not going to just, lift up like it normally would on a piece of wood or something. Really, maybe my new glasses ordered today will help me see that. Well, good. So I have been so busy trying to get ready for these shows that are coming up. Lots of trinket dishes, which I'll have to show you. They're so cute. I started using that this brush on stuff that I was telling you about. This polyurethane, this high gloss polyurethane. I love it. I love it. They're perfect for the trinket dishes. I'm even using it on some of the jewelry pieces too, rather than put it in the UV resin. We're getting there. We're getting there for the #1 big flower. Next to the title, not in the picture. Awesome. So if you would be able to see the The Anthropologie. I always want to say Aeropostale, and that's not the same thing. Aeropostale is clothing. Anthro is well, they have clothing too, but home goods. The expensive home goods that we like to dupe. But if you could see that, it also shows like it was like they used crackled paint or something. Glad you can avoid the UV ever since you burned your finger. Well, that was when I wasn't from doing a craft project. That was from me using the UV light to cure nail polish. That was my bad because I just got it too close, I guess. Or maybe I was using my craft lamp instead of the lower wattage UV lamp for crafting. So yeah, I still use it, but yeah, it's different when you don't have your fingers underneath it with wet polish. And I think there was like some metallic or something in that polish or something that was extra irritating. But yeah, it grew out. Live and learn. Okay, we have a rose. Yeah, ouch, either way. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be using the sanding and distressing a little bit. So I have this other stem here, so we'll bring that up. And let's position another flower so we know where we're going with things. Oh boy. Okay, let's try that. I always like things in threes, so I like this one because of the buds. So I'm going to go ahead with this one. Go ahead with the stem first. The stems are easy. And then I'll hold it up so you guys can see, the whole thing when I get everything on here. Okay, this cracked. I don't know if you can see that or not. But that's okay. That's kind of the look that I'm going for anyway, so I'll take it. These transfers are kind of old, so I don't know whether that happens with age. So I'm trying to decide which way is the best way to position this flower. Thinking that the leaves would be down, right? Don't you think? These leaves are much darker than those. I don't know that it matters all that much because we're going to be using different leaves, but they're lighter too. Maybe we'll not use that one. Maybe we'll go with this one. Yeah, I think that's a little more similar. Okay, and I want to try to get it as far over here as I can. I'm going to move this over a little bit. I'm committed now. I know. I'm trying to burnish the whole thing down with this part of the stick. Oh, I got that little bubble there, which is always nice. Then you can kind of, as they say, ride the wave with it. If you're familiar with the IOG sisters, they have all kinds of little terms that have become part of my vocabulary from having been a stockist. And that's one of them. So when you get that white area, I don't know whether you can see that, but where the transfer is starting to come up, you can kind of force that little bubble of air along, and then it just releases really easily. But again, we're on fabric here, so it's not quite the same. So I'm using the corner of the stick a little bit more to get it to stick. So tomorrow night on Flippin' Bunch, Crystal is going to be the host. And we're going to talk about the Unique Antique Challenge that was the embellishments edition. And I am assuming we'll announce the winner that tomorrow night. That's Crystal's job. She hosts the Unique Antique Challenge, but I was fortunate enough to be co-host this time. So when you win a Unique Antique Challenge, then you get to help pick the theme for the next one. So it was me that chose the embellishments. I like the blue background. What color is that? That is antebellum blue from Dixie Belle. I love this color. I think the original that we're trying to dupe is really cool. But like I said, it's like a mural size. It's really huge. And we're just doing a much smaller scale version. We are getting there. It's lifting up pretty good. All right. Okay. Okay, then we have one more to go. So we're doing things in threes. And we could do that one because I like the buds. Or we could do this one. The only thing is, kind of need to, maybe we could put it down here. Again, I like to do things in threes. Maybe I should do that, but then Torn, help me out, guys. I don't think I can set anything up here because of that bud, and it would be weird over here. So I think it's going to have to go down here. And oh no. I guess that would be okay. That one's so much smaller. I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to take it off the sheet and kind of hover it over here a minute to see if I can get it right. Or just plop it down and take what I get. Does that look okay? I think so. Okay. When I look at it in the camera, it looks good. So that's what we're going with. Let me get rid of that one. Now my concern as I look at it is we're going to have a whole lot of area up at the top that is not covered. So we're going to have to do something else. We'll hold it up and then, oh, that's Gretchen. That's what I'm just thinking. I wanted to do more greenery over here, but now that I think about it, it's going to be a little bottom heavy. So we're going to have to do something else now. Definitely prefer that one with the bud. Looks good there. Thank you. I'm usually on a little bit of a delay till I get your answers, so I sometimes just go with it, make these decisions on the fly. But I value everyone's opinion. So it's a lot easier to adhere to the other transfers than it is to the painted fabric. I might do some stamping on it or something. Yes, Dora's quiet. She must be working on her projects. You're always delayed. I feel like I'm really behind because I didn't work the last 2 days. I have a kitchen that I'm doing, and I have a custom order, another custom, and I really just feel like I'm kind of dropping the ball. But you can't help it. When you're sick, you're sick, you know? I was kind of lucky this week was kind of wide open, so it is what it is. If you don't stop and rest and take care of yourself, then you get held up longer. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch cameras and I'm going to hold it up, and then that way I also get another look at it that helps give me perspective. I was off for 9 days and I feel like I was in Narnia, not Darnia, which seems much more fun. I don't know. When Dar goes to Darnia, I'm not sure if she's having fun or not. Okay, so yes, we have a lot of real estate above these flowers. And I do think I have to turn around and look at it a second. I'll turn it around this way. I don't mind it that much. And I don't mind that we don't have a whole lot of leaves, but I do want to add some more leaves. But I like it though. So I may have to check those words again. I guess it doesn't matter that where it says herboriste, that we could do a butterfly and we could do some words, but let me get a few leaves going here because these stems are pretty barren. Yeah, they do look pretty nice. I guess I better put the camera down. I can't like take credit for them because like I didn't make them or anything, but okay, let me move it on up. The only thing I can take credit for is the placement, you know? That's the thing about transfers. You know, sometimes I think people think you're cheating or something if you're using a transfer, but it's, even though someone else created it, it's your eye that curates it, puts it all together, and, you know, makes it your own. That's why I like mixing different transfer sets. It's not just the same thing, you know? Why, thank you. Yeah, this background, like I said, I just kind of got my inspiration from that picture I can't really show you. Gonna try again, just for the heck of it. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Still tiny in the corner. Then every time I try to do anything else, it just makes my screen bigger, which doesn't help. Overlay. Oh, you're in dual asset mode. The 3-dot menu to customize how your assets will look in each orientation. Okay, learn as you go. Let's see. 3 dots. Project. Let's try. Oh. Remove from stage. Mute, edit mic settings. Copy to brand. Okay, sorry, I'm like learning on the go, but it's not helping anyway. Three-dot mode, huh? Okay. Well, we'll have to research that. I don't grow the flowers. I also can't arrange them well. 2 skill sets, but both very important. Gretchen, when I go to Dorney, it's always frustrating. The frustrating visit. Okay. It's frustrating for us too, Dar. We miss you when you go to Darnia. But we've all gone there. Okay, I think we need more leaves. Here's a whole bunch. Okay, let's get a couple here. Here's a couple that are like all in one cluster. So let me put that from there. Better memory of the inspo. Okay. All righty. And the when I was painting it, it was almost like doing sort of a dry brush because I wasn't saturating the fabric because I did want the kind of distressed look. So I was just kind of moving my brush around. Boy, this one's coming off nice. But I was moving in different directions to kind of give that cross-hatched kind of look. I have no idea where I would put this piece, or I would keep it because I kind of like it. I have no more room on my walls, and I don't switch stuff out very often. I'm not one of those people. I would not have thought those flowers would be too small, but you could try to build them higher with different color, maybe still inspired just a bit more different. True, I could. I think I want to keep it like kind of simple and put like I'm going to try that Herboriste text on there and see what that looks like. Who knows, I might have other transfers that have bigger fonts, but I'm going to try that, see, and oh, here's another one that's got 3 together. And there's a little rosebud. Of course, it's a red rose, which would look odd coming off of this bush. But sometimes You know how leaves they have a little pink in them, and so do buds. Move away from where your scissors are for the portrait. Okay. Thanks. How about I do that? I'm going to do that, kind of overlap that stem a little bit. I also, I wanted to use a little crackle, like stamp crackle over top of this, because the original looked like it had crackle. And I was going to do crackle finish, but I couldn't find my crackle. I could have used glue, but you know, being sick, I'm just kind of not into a whole lot of details. I kind of wanted to keep it sort of simple. So I thought using that stamp would keep things kind of on the simple side. Okay, good position. Thank you. Okay. I think that maybe, I don't know. I don't know about this bud. Can't really tell until you take it off of that. And it looks too red. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. Okay. I think I'm done with leaves. Let me see this wording here. So it says, I don't know what it says because it's in French. Herbacerie or something. Okay, it has lavender on it. Do you think that matters much? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try. It almost seems like it needs to be a little bigger. I don't know. Let me get a butterfly. That's all I have for a butterfly, but at least that kind of gives me a little more height. I think I'm going to do that butterfly for sure. No matter what I do. And then I could look and see if I have any other words, which I probably, you mean the font, the text seems small. I think the butterfly is okay because it's in scale, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it needs some larger. So I might just grab my stash and go through it real quick and see if we can find something. Okay, we have a butterfly and I like that. Okay, yeah, that does help. Okay. All right, let me grab my basket of transfers. Let's see if I can do this without knocking things over. I'm gonna have to unplug for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh. Incoming. Okay, plug back in so I don't lose you. Okay. I'm going to leave the camera like this just because I'm going to look through with you here. So this is one of my favorite sets. This is brocante, and I did break into that just to get that big rose that I didn't use. I don't see any big. There's one page that has Yeah, that's about the biggest, and I think that's about the same size as that. So, and I have no idea what it says. It could refer to the sheep. So I always like to try to make sure that it's appropriate. I've looked up, because I split up a French saying before over drawers. I had to know that made sense. Here's the stick I was probably looking for earlier. Mess in here. It's a big mess. Okay, let's see. This has stuff in it, but it's all small because it's a smaller one. I could put breakfast on there. That's nice and big. Treats, but I don't think they're appropriate, obviously. This is all floral, so that's not going to work. And these are all gold, except for these other ones, which are not going to work either. More florals. And these graphics are just from that Home Sweet Home, which is all about coffee and kitchen stuff. It's more small stuff. And more small stuff. These are going to be small as well. This one's so pretty. I have okay, this, the writing is in blue, which is going to get lost on that. So that's a no. We're striking out here. But I have a custom order for a customer that I'm going to be doing a peace sign in all flowers. So that's going to be a fun one. Well, I'm not doing very good finding if I had, the only thing is too, it's almost going to have to be in white or black because it's not going to show up. Oh, this was the one that those big flowers, Collage de Fleur. Okay, that's the set that had all those flowers in it. Okay, wonder what that means. Can anybody look it up? I'll hold it up. It's VOLAILLE ETOEUFS. But then it says pour marquet et exportation. So that doesn't sound florally to me, but I'm going to leave it set out here. I could something and eggs. Okay. Alrighty. Well, but that makes that inappropriate. Hey, we tried. There's a giant clock. I don't know what all this means. Rue is street, right? This sounds like it would be like about a gallery. I don't know if that would be very appropriate, but it's pretty. That's what it is. It was with the chickens. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is Rue Barignon and I can't do French. And Rue des Arts, the DES Arts. Coralie Audan, AUDAN. What's a tapisserie? Poultry and eggs. Oh, okay. What's TAPISSERIE? I know a patisserie is like a bakery. And I only have learned my minimal amount of French from IOD. And these work. That is one transfer brocante that I have bought over and over again. I love it. Tapestry, maybe. And these are Christmas, so that's not going to work. Okay, well, I could do a couple more butterflies. It means wallpaper. Interesting. Well, since this is a tapestry, kind of like tapestry inspired thing, maybe it would work. What? Okay, one more question. So suppose that could work. Yeah, I think it might. The other question is, what is Fronsac? Fronsac? I mean, we could do the clock, I guess. I mean, why not? Okay, I think the other thing is too, I have to hold it on there and see if it is going to show up. I think it will, because this area over here is kind of not real, like it's not real heavily painted, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so that one that says Fronsac, I don't know what that means either. And I think it goes with that one and not that one. So, and we know that's the chick, poultry and eggs. Interesting. Get a French lesson tonight. Didn't even know you needed one. It's a communal neighborhood in France. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's not going to work, but it's interesting. Let's hope this works. And if it doesn't, the clock really is good scale. You know, that I think that is good scale. But let's see if this will show up. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm just holding this over here. I'll keep that sheet in case I don't use it. So that's what that would look like. And then let's hold the clock on there for a minute and see what that looks like. I mean, I think the clock would show up, but the only problem I'd have with this is it's like, too heavy on this side. So I think, I don't know what you guys think, but like I said, I think it would put too much on this one side. So I think let's go with the words. And let's hope that they show up really good. I'm going to try to put it over this section that isn't real well. And try to base it with this. Okay, trying to make it straight. Oh boy, I'm trying to be scenic with fields and castle. I love clocks. It's a great size, but it feels industrial, not botanical. Well, I appreciate that. That sounds good. I wouldn't have thought of it that way, but I also have to take a drink here. Okay. Also, hang on. Sorry for the sound effects. I guess I could mute my mic. At least you didn't have to watch. Okay. So let's get this on here, and then we can, this is transferring off nicely. I just hope it shows up nice and dark. Let's take a sneak peek. Looks pretty good. Then we can get on with the top of it, because it's already 8:01. But I will show you my bonus project. I just won't make you sit through it. My hour goes so fast, doesn't it? I didn't even think I was going to have enough material on this for an hour, but you know, I'm glad I did the painting ahead of time. Could you outline the words with gray or white if they're hard to see? I think they look better. Yeah, I think it's going to show up. I think if I do anything else, maybe stamping, maybe that might be the only thing that I could do. I had considered that, but I feel like painting in any way or stenciling is gonna take away from this. And let's just hope that the fact that some of this paint over here was super light will help this to show up better. Let's hope. Okay. I don't know whether you guys see this or not. Try to move it over. Also, I have a pad on here and I'm kind of hitting the edge of it. My silicone mat, which I love. Okay, here goes. All right. It's not very pronounced, but you can see it. Okay, I'm gonna put this here and hold it up a minute. Maybe we could do a couple more butterflies. I don't know whether that would be too much, but it might kind of frame it out a little bit. Let me see if I have any more butterflies to look at here. I don't want to make it too crazy, but that might help. I have a bee. The only thing is, this bee is gigantic in proportion to this butterfly. I guess there's baby butterflies, right? It is perfect with the color. Yeah, this bee is giant. But there is another butterfly here, which is good color. Again, I usually like things in threes, but what do you think over here? Or more over here? I still think before I put this on, let me see if I have yet another one. I mean, I'm sure I could find, what is that? It's a little butterfly. It's like almost like a moth, but it's the same colors as the other one. Like I said, I feel like over here it's a little lopsided. I don't know. I'm going to go up here with it. Just going to go crazy and go up here. Oh, try to move it so you can see it. Right up here. Good. I'm glad. This is, and you said above looks good, whether it meant over here or over here, but this is where I stuck it. All right. Now, before I do anything else, I want to do a little distressing. So I'm going to take my sandpaper. Vertical, can't see, move in the direction of your burnishing hand. Okay. I'm seeing what I'm looking in the vertical view right now. So I think I'm just going to distress these transfers a little bit with sandpaper. Very lightly. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm starting to see a little bit of the fabric through. And it also gets rid of that little halo around. Okay. Yeah, I can hide that if I think of it, but this totally marries that together for me. We lost some of that one. Oh boy. Kind of flaking off, but I have to be careful. Some of it, I think that Painterly transfer, I think they were kind of older. I don't know whether that has anything to do with them being a little more delicate. But anyway, I like this. Okay. Now then, here's the thing that, okay, here's a concern. So I have white that, like white ink that I could do the crackle with. Because that's what it kind of looked like. But then I'm thinking I should maybe use like brown. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try the white. I have this one little hunk that I use all the time. Just so much easier, but I do have the larger thing. This is the older one. This isn't the newer one that was the textures or something. Okay, I just did this stamp pad, so I'm gonna blot it a little bit because I don't want to get it too much. Yeah, I inked it a little bit earlier. I don't want too much. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of lightly, as they say, tickle it. That's another IOD Sisters expression. Okay, I like that. I like it. I know it's very hard to see, but up close, it looks good. Just kind of being random with it. And I really like it. I wish I could bring the camera in to show you, but if I do, we might end up, on the floor or something. So I think that another thing that I should do with this, and I'm not sure, is to seal it. And I was considering using that dark oil wax. But that would be a big experiment because it's an oil-based product. I don't know whether you're able to see this at all or not. Are you able to see any of this crackling? I mean, I know you can see me do it, but are you seeing any of the results? I'll hold it up. As soon as I get a little bit more on here, I'll hold it up close to the lens, and then maybe you can see it. Oh, StreamYard and their backwardness. This is also helping to lighten up a little bit around the text. Okay, I sprayed my canvas with poly. Same process you did. Some of my transfers cracked. I need to go check the problem and fix it if I can. It's at my niece's house. Okay. Well, I didn't spray my canvas with anything first. I just painted with the chalk paint. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up a little closer to the camera. Like, there's a good spot with crackle, if you can see, like, right in here. Okay, very hard to see details, but the image is getting a bit more vague. Okay, well, I'm done with that. I'm probably just gonna seal it with either satin clear coat or a spray sealer, because I just think if I do, I'm afraid to use that dark oil wax on it. So let me come back to you. So what I have here then, I'm going to set this aside for a minute. I do like it. I think it's pretty. Okay, so I have my I put my sander. Honestly, you wouldn't think I would lose stuff in this little space, but I do. Here it is. So when I cut that off, it's a little bit rough. Yes, I will. Do you want me to hold it up to this camera so you can see the crackle, or do you want me to just hold the big thing up like this? I can do both. It is antebellum blue. Okay, I'm going to put this down a minute. And this is Voodoo Gel Stain. And this color is called Bayou Moss. The big thing in front of you. Okay. I'm going to just, this isn't mixed very well. So this is a water-based stain, and it's a weird color. But I think it's kind of a cool color. And it's running because that's the water. Okay, here. Hopefully I got it mixed up a little more. There we go. Okay, so I'm just squeezing it on here. Then I'm just going to use a paper towel to spread it out. Now, while I'm doing this, I'll just tell you, there's a couple different methods of attaching this that you can use. And we're going to use the glue method tonight. And that's a little more permanent. But one thing you can do is use magnets. And that's nice because then you could switch the tapestry out. So if you go to Lowe's and buy this is called Lath, and it's it was four something for this 4-foot piece that I cut in half. So I have two 24-inch pieces out of one piece. I just want to get the edges here. Boy, that is really watery. It's okay. I like the way it looks, but it's not mixed very well. Okay, that's good enough for me. I know you can't hardly see the difference, but it's green, very pale green, like a moss color, as the name implies. Okay, I'm gonna get a wet wipe here and wipe up a little bit, and then we will attach that. I also want to get a little piece of twine because that's what we're going to hang it with. It's a good price for the project. Yeah, imagine doing a lap wall at that price. Right, you're right. I was thinking the same thing earlier because, you know, that's that's what they use in lattice. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece of twine that we're going to hang it with. We don't want too much. And I've lost the scissors. Okay, I also want to get a couple clips here. Clamps. Okay. So, I'm going to put one down. And I'm going to put the top of this in here. I've got a big string here we'll get rid of. Okay, I could use hot glue, but I'm going to use that B7000 that our good friend Dawn told us about. I love the tip of this. It has a little thing like that. If you can see it, it's like a pin that goes in there. And then that way it's never going to clog. Okay, then I want to put another row of glue on that. I'm going to kind of do the top and the bottom. And this stuff does stink a little bit. And they say low odor on the package, but I think they're lying. Okay. Now I want to stick my little ends of my twine in here. Let me see how long. I think that's too long. Okay, now I'm going to put this other piece on top. And I'm going to put some clamps on it. I want to make sure that they match up. Okay, I don't like these clamps. Just saying. I like that kind of clamp. I think I might have made this string too long. I could put a knot in it. I don't have these spaced out very well. Yeah, compared to the Anthropologie price, I'd say it's a bargain. Okay, I am going to put this up and then let you take a look. Okay. So we'll do it this way. We'll go. Okay, here's another thing we'll do. I'll lay it down and then I'll have the big camera on it. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay, let's move that. Okay, so I know in landscape you can see it, but not so much in portrait. So I'm gonna do this, and it's getting caught in my cord and it's moving the screen. I'm gonna try to do this so you can see the whole thing. Okay, well, so much for that. Okay, let me put it back up, and then I'm going to show you my other project real quick, and then I won't keep you for long. But here's, oops, I lost the clamp. Here's another look. Okay. All right, I'm going to lay this somewhere. Back here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you my other little project. So this is made by Marley decoupage paper that was released last spring. Okay, where is it? Honestly, I had it here. Here it is, under my paper. So this one is Easter egg hunt. So then there's all these pretty eggs. So what my plan is, and I'll put the camera down so you can see. And I lost my mouse. Oh no. Oh no, I lost you guys. Sorry, lost you for a minute there. I'm here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut my canvas to the size of the poster, and then I'm going to cut the edge off, And I'm just going to decoupage this on here. I'm probably going to leave a little bit of border around here because I'm going to fussy cut some of these eggs and put them around. So, boy, it's already 8:26. I would have you stay and we could work on it, but I think that's probably a little too much for one evening. Okay. Yeah, I hit the thing and exited for a minute, but I'm on two different devices, so that one stayed on. So you have a thing for Easter eggs. Okay. Well, all right. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight, and always fun time. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night if you join us on Flippin' Bunch. And I will talk to you later. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, I hope you have a happy Easter. So I love you guys and talk to you soon. Bye.